we play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming Banter! Batrep!
MiniWarGamer Dave here from MiniWarGaming.com. Here with Tom.
Hey, how you doing?
Welcome, Wargamers, to another Banter Batrep. It's going to be 2,000 points, Vigilus Ablaze. It'll be Chaos-based Marines, Red Corsairs with Alpha Legion versus
The Death Corps of Krieg.
I saw what you did there. We had a debate on how you pronounced it, but it doesn't matter. I'm fighting guard of some sort. But it is going to be narrative because it's from Vigilus. It is deadly payload. Let's take a look at the armies that we will be fielding in this narrative Batrep. Are you ready, Tom?
I'm ready.
I'm ready too. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
Do you like your life?
Good
Good game. You have so many models, man. I don't know how I'm going to
Doesn't
do it.
matter.
The only way I can
Does
try
not
to
matter.
possibly beat this is because it's like...
As long as you're rolling some dice, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
that's right. But before we show off the armies, make sure, guys, to subscribe to MiniWarGaming so that you can see more of our Batreps. And also, make sure to go to MiniWarGaming.com/challenge if you want to battle one of us here at the MiniWarGaming bunker. Kind of like how Tom is doing right now. Taking a look at 2,000 points of Red Corsairs and Alpha Legion Chaos Space Marines. The Warlord in my army is here on Blackheart, therefore I gain an extra command point. I have a total of 13 command points in my army. Psychic power on Huron is Prescience, and then for the second HQ as a sorcerer, he's got the Mark of Nurgle, Miasma of Pestilence, and also Prescience on him as well. 3 troops choices, 2 squads of 20, 1 squad of 10. Each squad has 2 meltas. There is also an icon, and there is a Power Fist and a Combi Bolter, or a Combi Melta rather, on the champion. In all 3. The reason why is because there's more where they came from. 3 command points for that stratagem, which I won't be using because of the scenario. They're Marcus Slanesh, and they have the icon of excess. Got a squad of bikers here, 5. They have the Mark of Khorne and icon of Wrath. There's 2 Meltas, and then there is a, let me see, Combi Bolter and Chainsword just on the champion, just regular. For my second detachment, we have a Spearhead, and that consists of Dark Apostle, 2 Dark Disciples. We've got the Benediction of Darkness on him. Then we got a squad of Khorne Berserkers here. 8-man squad, icon of Wrath. There are chain swords and chain axes on them. With a Power Fist on the champion. Then for heavy support, we got 2 squads of Havocs. Each Havoc squad has 4 missile launchers, and then there's 3 Obliterators. All of these squads have the Mark of Nurgle. Why? So that they can benefit from the benediction of... No, so they can benefit from the Miasma and Pestilence. That's what it is, from the Sorcerer. And that is actually over 2,000 points. It's 2,200 points. All right, Tom, what you got?
I have a little over 2,000 points of Death Corps of Krieg. I have a battalion detachment, a spearhead detachment. I'm using 2 units of unaligned fortifications. I've got 2 Aegis defense lines with the quad cannon. And I also have a Imperial Assassin, a Vindicare. So for my HQs, I have a Death Corps Death Rider Squadron Commander. I have a Death Corps Field Officer and a Death Corps Marshal with the Memento Mori.
So when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie.
But I had some Mori.
5 infantry squads.
Yep.
That's a lot.
All have just their las guns. And that's it. Straight up.
Okay, easy.
So for my Leech choice, I have a Death Corps Command Squad.
Yep.
It has a Regimental Standard and a Voxcaster.
Yes, sir.
And my other lead choice is a Hades Breaching Drill Squadron.
Hey, that's like from Total Recall. Benny, screw you!
For my fast attack choices, I have a Death Corps Death Rider Squadron, as well as 2 Hellhounds.
Horses?
Horses.
What the heck, man? What's this, John Wick?
John Wick, it works. So in my heavy support choices, I have 3 heavy weapon squads. 1 squad with heavy bolters, 1 squad with autocannons, and 1 squad with las cannons. For transport choices, I have 2 Chimeras. So we'll move on to my Spearhead. In my Spearhead detachment, I have a Death Corps Field Officer. And for my heavy support choices, I have heavy quad launcher batteries, which are right here.
Okay.
and 2 Medusa carriage batteries.
Mm-hmm.
And a squad of heavy mortars. And that's 2,200 points of Death Korps of Krieg.
Very good looking army, I must say. Thank you very much to Urban Mats for providing the game mat here. And then we have Game Mats, which is providing the terrain. And then we have Greenleaf Terrain, which is providing these rocks. And then, of course, these are GW. Those are the different companies providing all the awesomeness on the table today. For the scenario itself, it's an Echoes of War deadly payload taken from Imperium Nihilis Vigilus Ablaze. We have modified it slightly to account for only Death Korp Krieg and also Chaos Space Marines, because normally there's an allied force with the Imperial Guard, but in this case, we're just going to do Tom's Death Korp. The payload and the decoys. So in addition to your forces, the defender, which is Tom in this case, will need 3 units, each made up of a single Valkyrie, which is why we have those Valkyries up top. One of the 3 Valkyries represents the vehicle that will carry the payload to the waiting ship, while the other 2 represent decoy vehicles. The defender will also need 3 Sky Shield landing pads, which is what you see there. The Valkyries are Sky Shield landing pads, and Sky Shield landing pads are not part of any detachment, do not cost any points, and are considered to have a power rating of 0, but they do not prevent the defender's forces from being battle forged. After the terrain has been set up, you've placed these, Tom, on the battlefield here. So after that setup, you secretly note down which of the Valkyries has the payload and which are decoys. And then I'll set up my units. Everything's in reserve, and then they'll arrive during the battle as described below, which is the attacker is the first turn. That's the first turn. And then reserves are, in the first battle round, the attacker can pick the units in their army with a combined power rating of no more than half of their army's power level to arrive at the end of their movement phase. And those units must be set up wholly within 6 inches of either of the short battlefield edges. Sustained assault. The attacker uses the sustained assault rules. Units brought back to the battlefield using these rules must be set up wholly within 6 inches of either of the short battlefield edges. Stalling for time. The payload Valkyrie and the decoy Valkyries all begin the battle hovering using their hover jet ability. The payload Valkyrie cannot stop hovering and cannot move or attack for any reason. The decoy Valkyries can stop hovering and can move and or attack, but this will reveal that they are decoys. On that note, Tom has just revealed to me that he is planning on not moving or shooting anything so as to keep the secret of which is the actual payload Valkyrie.
Why give it away if I don't have to?
Okay, so I mean that's entirely up to him, so that's what he's going to do. So I will just assume that one of them, and it's not going to be obvious. So that's fine. This scenario calls for a random battle link. That's what we're going to do. However, if the payload Valkyrie or the Sky Shield landing pad it is set upon is destroyed, the battle ends immediately. So I will just have to choose one of these things and destroy it. Taking a look at deployment, this is what Tom has done. He's set them up on all 3 Sky Shield landing pads. He's got a lot of units that don't require line of sight, with the exception of this Vindicator Assassin up there. He requires line of sight. But he's out there because he's going to see if anyone comes through these portals. Those are added for narrative purposes. We have my units over here split up in half as per power level for the game. You got a bunch of infantry out here, heavy weapons teams. On this side you got bikers, some Havocs with their sorcerer, because he's also Mark Nurgle with his Miasma Pestilence. My Havocs don't plan on moving. They're going to be a little bit harder to hit. And attacker does get first turn. So let's see who wins, and may the best dice roller win. Here we are, turn 1. So I got to figure out which one of these is the real payload ship, the real Valkyrie. It is one of 3. What we're going to do is, instead of using the scenario out of the book and Tom decides, we've agreed that it might be more fun to just randomize it. So we're going to D3 it. So every time I destroy either a landing pad or a Valkyrie, we're going to roll a die. And on a D3, that is the one that was decoyed. Or not decoyed, that's a real one, rather. And then if that's destroyed, it's not the actual one, then it's going to be a 50-50 between the 2 that are left over. Movement, I will start with the bikers. Going to move up. Clearly, I'm talking about a future turn, because of the way this scenario was set up, I move my guys in at the end of the movement phase, and that's what I've done. This is the end of the movement phase, technically, so I can't move them up any further, which kind of sucks a little bit, but I shan't complain because of the sustained assault rule, which means that I can get them back on a 4-up. Unless they're troops, then it's on a 2-up. Before I go further, I will roll for the Benediction of Darkness. And the Dark Apostle is outside of the Rhino, so he's out in the openness. And he's going to choose these a Blitz, giving them -1 to hit if this goes off on a 2+. That's a 2. So it is 2+ for that. Plus they're Alpha Legion, so it's -2 to hit them, should you choose to shoot at them. And they're in cover. They're hard to hit and hard to wound. I've just seen your reaction. I really, this is the first time I'm trying this, so we shall see how it goes. Psychic phase, Miasma of Pestilence. I'm gonna put it on those Havocs. Here we are. Let's see what I get. I get a 6. Uh-oh, that's not good for business. Well, technically it is good for business because I got it off, but it's not a 7 and my OCD is killing me. But they still are -1 to hit. Plus they're Alpha Legion, so they are also -2 to hit. These guys right there. Gonna go to the shooting phase now. Let's start with these bikers down here. Now their combi melters can't do anything, but their combi bolters can. So I'm gonna target this Valkyrie right up here.
Alright.
10 shots, hitting on 3s. That's not good.
How'd you?
Winning on 5s because your Valkyrie's tough to 7. Getting 2 wounds.
Here.
2 3-up saves. 1 goes through. Missile launchers now. Gonna shoot at this Valkyrie. And 4 shots, I'll just do the cracks. So hitting on 3s. Oh, actually, I think they count as moving, right? So it's hitting on 4s. But that's 3 hits. Oh, that's old Havocs. New Havocs, you can move and shoot, no penalty. So they wouldn't be hitting on 3s. Doesn't matter, I get 3 4+ anyway. So it's 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound. 5-up invuln because of the landing shield. Oh, that goes through.
D6.
D6 damage. Let's see what happens. That's a 5.
It happens.
Ooh, you are down to 8 wounds. Khorne likes it.
Khorne loves it.
Shooting with now the Obliterators, spending a command point for Veterans of the Long War, and rolling to see what their strength and everything is. So here's their strength. Okay, not the best. See, that's why I needed the Veterans. There you go. And for the AP, that's a little better. And for the damage.
Strength 7, AP -2, damage 1.
You know what? I am going to command point reroll that damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's
Strength
a bit better.
damage 3. Okay.
Hitting on 3s. 18 shots. Here we go. Meh. Wounding on 3s because of Veterans of the Long War. This is targeting the Valkyrie, by the way. So many 3s. 1 3. Okay, for that command point, that's 1 extra wound that I got. That is a total of 6 wounds at -2. They're 3 damage apiece. Let's see what you get. 5's the save. That's 2 saves. So 4 go through.
That's 8 damage. Or 3.
That's 12 damage.
12 damage.
Hitting on 3s here. Okay, see, like these hit, not bad. And I'm wounding you on 5s.
Yeah.
Wow, that's 5 wounds. Okay, so these are just regular 3-up
3
saves. So if you
I fail 2.
you fail 2, you're dead. That's failed 1. Do you want a command point reroll that one?
You know what? I will.
You will?
Yeah.
Yeah, just in case.
It's a pass. That hit this dice damage too. But that was a pass.
For your movement phase. Oh, everything's going to move? Oh, perfect.
No.
No, nothing's going to move. I don't imagine anything will move. Are you going to move anything? In fact, that's the question. Anything?
I'm not moving anything.
Okay, nothing's going to move. No. But you got orders.
I do.
Okay.
So this field marshal is going to order bring it down to the Medusa team. What that means is I can reroll wound rolls of 1 for all models in the ordered unit until the end of the phase. Let me see. That's it. So I'm just going to go right to shoot.
So you're not going to do anything with these guys?
No.
So it's the 1 order. Now they can what? Shoot better?
Yeah, they can reroll wound rolls of 1.
Re-roll wound rolls of 1. Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha. So the Vindicare Assassin right here, he's able to target my Sorcerer. So that's exactly what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hitting on 2s. It's a hit.
Yes.
Because that's an infantry, considered infantry keyword, he's wounding on 2 as well.
Yes, he is.
That's a 6, which means instead of doing 3 wounds, or die 3, I do die 6 to your guy.
On a 6, I'll ignore this. Are you ready for it? Oh, that was close. Okay. So D6 damage then?
D6 wounds.
Okay, maybe I can re-roll this, and maybe I spend a command point.
Would you like to?
Not going to. Go ahead. You can roll. He's dead. Wow, that was not hard at all. 1 sniper shot to the face. Spend a command point on double kill. Mm-hmm. So double kill. You're going to spend a command point so you can shoot again at something else. Mm-hmm. Now that doesn't matter because you killed the thing you shot at, so you would have to shoot at something else.
Yes, and I can see your rhino from here. So I'm going to shoot, use double kill, and instead of I'll use a turbo penetrator round for a second command point. And using this stratagem of shooting phase, after an attack made with X's pistol rifle by a Vindicator assassin from your army, a hit against a target that's either vehicle or a monster, do not make a wound roll for the attack. Instead, that hit inflicts D3 mortal wounds on the target.
Just automatically.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's just a roll to hit then. Mm-hmm. So just don't roll a 1. Okay, that's not a 1. Mm-hmm. So D3 mortal wounds to the rhino. That's 3. Yep. And in the Echoes of War deadly payload scenario, we have some stratagems that are available to us. One of which is emergency repairs. That is a defender stratagem. You can do that. You spend a command point. You regain D3 lost wounds on whatever you choose, which is one of the Valkyries actually. Sorry. Oh, so you go from 2 to 5. Is that right? Well, that's helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll make it so you survive. So you do that once per game?
Once per turn.
That's what I said. Yeah. Last cannons now. Heavy weapons team. Going to shoot at the rhino. I did not pop smoke on this. Oh. I must have forgotten.
Must have.
Hitting on 4s. 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound. 6 up. Oh! D6 damage. That's 1. Hi, Jay. It's so good to see you.
Yeah, I will not give me a point reroll that.
3 heavy bolters now, shooting at the rhino, filled with berserkers, so we don't really want it shot at, but it's going to get shot at. Hitting on 4s. Mm-hmm. -1, 4 up save. 1 goes through.
That's fine.
Is that okay?
It's fine.
It's really got you no choice, though.
I mean, I have no choice whatsoever.
Command point, force me to reroll one of them?
Sure, I would.
Really? Would you?
Why not?
Seriously?
If only 1 failed, no, I wouldn't bother.
Okay. Now the autocannons firing at the rhino, because you really want it destroyed. You don't want those berserkers getting close to you.
No.
But they will,
I know.
It's going to happen.
I've got to make them disappear.
Okay, let's see what you got. Hitting on 4. 4 hits. Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds.
-1.
4 up safe. Made 1 goes through.
Yep, and that's 2 damage.
So you got your quad gun there from your Aegis defense line. Shooting at the rhino?
Yep.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s.
That's a good roll. Strength 7. Wounding on 4s. Getting 3. 4 up save. 1 goes through.
1 damage.
Got another quad gun there. It's going to do the same thing. Focus on the rhino. Got 2 wounds left. Hitting on 4s. Getting 4 hits this time. Halfway. That's what should be happening.
Yeah. Wounding
on 4s. 2 should go through, you said?
1.
But Jay brings his family instead.
That's okay.
-1.
Passed. Okay.
Chimera will fire its weapons at the rhino. Starting with the autocannon. What you hit on?
4s.
Okay, 2 misses. Now for the heavy bolters. 2 hits.
Wounding on 5s.
Yes. 1 will go through. Oh,
Either.
I'm glad. I'll be wrong all day.
It's okay. The other one's going to do the same thing.
Okay, so you got a second chimera, dude. Autocannon. 1 hit.
1 hit.
Shooting on a 4. That's a wound. Saved. Not saved.
1 damage.
So that's 2 damage. You blow me up. Do I explode on a 6? I do not. 8 berserkers. Let's see how many are safe. We lose 1. So we had an off-camera bet. You said...
I said 2.
And you said none?
I said none.
And I said 1. I don't like being right. I like your answer the best.
None. If the heavy bolter was declared, it's a wasted shot because the tank is destroyed.
This is true. You got 3 heavy mortars here. They don't require line of sight to their enemy. Now that these berserkers have emergency disembarked from their destroyed rhino, you're shooting at them. Heavy D6 shots.
Sir.
8.
8.
Because Khorne wants it.
Yeah. Hitting on 4s.
Okay. 3.
Threes.
3's to wound. 2.
That's -1.
-1, 4 up saves. Oh, that's 2 dead. Gonna have to live with that, even though it hurts.
Sure.
Quad launchers.
Heavy 4d6 apiece.
Okay.
There's 3 of them, so it's
Same thing.
heavy 12d6.
No line of sight needed.
No line of sight.
Berserkers.
This weapon can target units that are not visible to the bearer.
The paternal bear.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. Wait, hold on. Each one is heavy 46.
Heavy 4d6. What?
Let's see how many you get. That's a good amount. All right, well, that's a lot of shots. You're hitting on 4s. This is only 24 out of the 48.
Yeah.
Okay, so second 24. So you got 10 hits so far. What do you got? 3s. Okay, so 3 up save here. You ready? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. That means there's 1 guy left.
1, 2, 3, 4. You're right. You're exactly right.
Yeah. 2 Medusas shooting at the Havocs that are in cover. You are 2d6. Is that 3 shots?
That's 3 shots. That's quite disappointing.
Okay, and you're -2 to hit them.
-2.
Okay. So what are you hitting on? 6s?
6s.
Okay. That looks like a 6. And you're wounding.
Strength 10.
So you're wounding on 2s.
Wounding on 2s.
But you reroll 1s.
Ones.
That's wound.
-3.
-3, but I'm in cover, so 5 up. That goes through. You kill a guy.
D3 damage.
Oh, D3. That's 1.
For shots.
And that kills the champion. You got 9 last gun shots at this Berserker champion.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 5s. 2. 3 up save. Goodbye.
Oh, they killed him twice.
Yeah, twice over. And then over on that side, you got 8 lasgun shots into the squad of Chaos Space Marines.
Wounding on 5s.
3. 1.
Worth it.
For my prayer, benediction of darkness on the Oblitz. On a 2+. That goes off. -2 to hit them.
Why don't he just peek his head out?
He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to look at the Vindicare. Moving phase. I'm going to move up with my bikes. Chaos Space Marines over here. I'm going to move and advance because of Red Corsairs. And that is 10 inches. End of the movement phase. So, because this game has, or this scenario has, the reserves special rule and the sustained assault special rule, do it all at the end of the movement phase. This particular scenario says, end of the second movement phase, I roll dice to see which of the reserve units come on. And there's 4 units here in total. So let's start with Huron Blackheart on a 3 up. He comes on. He's on. This 20-man Chaos Space Marine 3 up. They're on. This 20-man, they're not on. And then we have this other Havoc squad. They're not on. So it looks like these 2 squads are coming on. Now for the units that were killed, do they come back in the game? If they're troops, it's on a 2+. Otherwise, it's on a 4+. Starting with the Khorne Berserkers on a 4+, I can bring them back on. They are back on. This Sorcerer on a 4 up comes back on. Also comes back on. Through sustained assault. I gotta get your reaction to this.
I'm just going to kill him again.
Okay, alright, well I want you to, because Khorne would want you to. Mr. Huron Non-Coward Blackheart is right here behind this rock so that Vindicare Assassin can't wink at him from a distance.
Coward.
So my Nurgle Sorcerer is going to come in behind this Nurgle Porter because that's where he feels the safest. From the Vindicare Assassin that picked him off last game, last round, last turn. No? No, he's not going to do that?
Nah, you won't be able to pick him off this turn, but you know, that's okay. I got other things to shoot at.
Okay. Huron Blackheart is going to prescience these Oblitz.
He's going to perils himself here.
Gets an 8,
Oh, he went off.
and that goes off. Miasma Pestilence from this Sorcerer into those Havocs. That definitely goes off. First things first, these Oblitz are going to shoot the Valkyrie. Okay? Here's for the strength. Yep. Here's... Oh, and I have to say, before I do any more, I'm going to Veterans of the Long War this.
Oh, of course.
So that's the strength, AP, and damage. Okay, very good. AP 1, that's not bad. That's not bad. Hitting on 3s, rerolling because of prescience. Oh,
Didn't really need it.
why does that happen? Why does that happen? Strength 8, toughness 7, wounding on 3s, now 2s because of Veterans of the Long War.
That's a lot.
Saving on 4s, 3 damage apiece. 18 damage, so you definitely explode. Let's see if you are wrecked. Or do you explode on a 6? No. And
All right, call number, die 3.
okay, a 5 or a 6, that is your actual plane. That's your real plane. That's your deadly payload. That is not a decoy on a 5 or a 6. Well, that was a good game.
Hey, good game.
Yeah, that's very good.
It's fun.
Excellent. Yeah, good game. Thanks for watching.
Chaos. Yeah.
Come on. Marnius Calgar has committed the forces, and each stage of the plan is crucial to its success. The combined forces of the Astra Militarum and all of the other allies, which are not here on the battlefield right now, are entrusted with ensuring that a lethal payload of Death Strike missiles are safely transported to the fleet. However, because of the Chaos Space Marine prowess and the shooting of the Obliterators, that is no longer the case. They destroyed the payload. That is not going to be sent in to reinforce the other army.
Sorry.
It won't be. Thank you for this. I don't know what that's for. Oh, that's for you. Okay, yeah. I'll hand it off. I'll be the middleman on that. But thank you very much, Tom.
Yeah.
This could have gone longer. We just happened to roll that right away. And off camera, had you chosen which landing pad would have been your actual payload, it would have been the middle one?
Yep.
Okay. So just so everyone knows, that's what it would have been. We left it up to chance, just for fun, and that's what happened. Vault members, click on the link below to see our next matchup. It will be Knights versus more Knights, but of a renegade nature. My opponent will be Doug. This will be in the MiniWarGaming Vault. It's a 3,000 point game. It's going to be a mismatch, a missy match of all the goodness and funness. And so, by the way, it's a disclaimer. I got to say this because Doug is fluent in the language of banter. So there's going to be a lot of the entire game, just so you guys know.
There are many distractions. It's like almost 4 o'clock. We haven't started.
Click on the link below. Watch it. See you in there. Happy wargaming.